I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think. Believe, yes, I believe. You say, I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think.
I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2i TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week at 7 p.m. GMT. Like T2i TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2i TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong show. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful week for me. I don't know about you, but this is one of my best days in the week. That is on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That is when we bring you the Step Out shows. And the idea is to inspire you for you to achieve your goals in life. And today is not an exception. Today I've got a powerful man with a powerful story to inspire you, to cause you to believe again, to resurrect your dreams, because his story is the one that awakens dreams. Now, before I go on, I just want to mention some few sponsors of this program. This program is being sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy, your business training and consulting firm that is for all your business startup, business development, and also helping you to strategically position yourself in the marketplace. Also, ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company that is based in Accra. ALS says that if you are stranded at the port, just call them. Then ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money, and their USSD code to register for their mobile money is *270#. ZPay says is bringing freedom to the Ghanaian market. Then also Wheel for Sure, that is your car leasing for every credit. That is, it doesn't matter your credit. Wheel for Sure is saying that you can drive the car of your choice. Please, when you call them, quote T2i 2020. That is Wheel for Sure, your car leasing company for every credit. Now, for all these sponsors, their numbers are scrolling on the screen. Take their number and call them. I always say this, that if you tell them that you are getting the number from T2i TV UK, you are more likely to get a good deal. Now, if you also want to sponsor any of our programs, you are more than welcome to sponsor any of them. And we are saying that if you're a small and medium enterprise business, that you cannot go to mainstream media, what you need is T2i TV UK. We are going to really advertise, or if you sponsor at a very affordable rate, that you can still build your business, and that amount or that resources that you are putting into the advertising is not going to cost you. We also, as a business training and consulting firm, are also going to support and advise and also help with what your business development. So we are here to really give you a very good package, a package that is going to really turn your business around. Also, if you are saying that T2i TV UK is doing exceptionally well and you want to invest in us, you want to really support what you are doing, you are welcome to do so. There is a number scrolling on the screen. Just take it and contact T2i TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy, and we will be there to really connect to you. Now, time is already fast spent. Who do I have on a hot seat? This man, I have known him for some years now. I mean, for a long time. And this man, he is a mechanical engineer by profession. He is a mechanical engineer by profession. He is a lifestyle and business coach. And he is a Sapphire manager at one of the biggest multinational network marketing company, I mean, Forever Living Products. And this man has got a story that he says, Oscar, I want to share this story with your audience to inspire somebody that probably wants to give up in life. Who is this man that I'm talking about? He is in the person of Hamza Alhassan. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, and you are live on T2i TV UK.
Thank you very much, Oscar, and for giving me this great opportunity to share my testimony and my story to your audience. I believe testimonials and stories like this is not to brag, it's not to show somebody that one is better than the other. It is just to motivate and inspire and give people hope to realize that it is possible. No matter what circumstances you found yourself, no matter the challenges, no matter the bottlenecks, no matter the stampeding, etc., it is possible. That is why we are here today, to share our little experience, to the audience out there, to inspire them, but not to show off, not to say we are better than other people, but just to inspire them, to give them hope, looking at where we're coming from and where we are right now and where we want to get to. So basically, that is the little introductory message I would like to give out to your audience out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I have known you for so many years. You are an inspiration to me as well. And trust me, I'm also learning a lot. Your story has inspired me that it's possible. But I would like you to really like talk a bit louder so that people can hear you when you speak. Now, who is Hamza Alhassan that I missed in my introduction?
Right. Hamza Alhassan is an ordinary person, a Ghanaian, born and raised partly in Accra and partly way in the northern part of Ghana, that is Tamale and Yendi. I started my education at Nima St. Louis primary school, and then somewhere along the line, I migrated, or better still, I was taken up north by my parents to learn our language, because I wasn't speaking the language. Ghanaians and Africans, we are very, what do you call it, glued to our languages and so on and so forth. So when I was a little boy, my parents took me way up north, to a place called Yindi. That was in the late 80s. And I started my primary school education over there. And when I was about 10 years, my parents brought me back to Tamale. And I continued my education at Nuria Islamic School. From there, I completed junior high school, and then I came out with distinction. But unfortunately, my father was out of town.
I think we'll be coming to that. Yeah, but I think I'm getting feedback that your voice is too low. So if you can speak a bit louder, that is going to be great. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Your voice is too low. I think it should be fine. But I'm getting messages from people that your voice is down. So if you can speak a bit louder, that should be fine. Yeah. All right.
Is that okay now?
It should be fine, but you speak beyond your voice a little bit, yeah?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So tell me about growing up.
Yeah, so as I was saying, growing up in Tamale was a bit of a challenge, because my father had left the country and went outside for greener pastures. And I was staying with my stepmom, because my father and my mom had separated at that time. And it was a bit of a challenge, because schooling without your father, especially, who is the breadwinner, was a matter of a challenge for me, because school fees issues, feeding fee issues, etc., was a bit of a challenge. So what I did was I went to a public toilet. I'm sorry to say this, which was closer to the house, and decided to man the place for a fee at the end of every single day. So I was doing that at the age of 10, managing myself and going to school, etc. And then through that, I was able to get some little amount of money, and I started a poultry farm at the age of 11, 12 going. I started a poultry farm, local poultry farm, and I had more than 150 to 200 birds at that time at the age of 12. And it was going on well, because I could sell some and make some money to be able to pay my school fees. And along the line, I bought a bicycle, and I decided to give up the public toilet kind of business, which I was doing, and then got the bicycle and started renting the bicycle to colleagues at a park called Police Park. And that is how I funded my junior high school till I completed and had a distinction. And the rest of it is history,
Wow, this sounds very interesting.
Absolutely.
So once you run a public toilet, and you got a little revenue out of it, the money you got, you started a poultry farm. To the extent that you were having about 150 birds, and out of it, you bought a bicycle that you rented out to make some money out of it.
Absolutely.
What did you learn? Because that was the start of your entrepreneurship drive. What can you tell me that you learned at that stage that till today is still helping you?
Well, I read a book. I forgot the author, and the author said something very profound. That if you want to know your calling, all right, the reason or the purpose for which God brought you into this world, that you should flash back to when you were a young child. What did you like doing? So when I look behind, or when I look back as a little boy growing up, what I liked doing at those times were, commerce, more or less like selling, buying here and there and so on, So, and my mom was a market woman as well, so I used to follow her to the markets, when she was selling. So that is where actually the entrepreneurship idea came in. Because, sometimes when she's not around, I have to take over, to sell. She was selling yam, that is raw yams in the market. So when she's not around, I have to take over, all right, to sell on her behalf until she comes around. So, that beginning actually molded and helped me to develop my mind into that kind of, entrepreneurship, sector, if I may
Wow.
say.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. Because that sounds very it sounds very encouraging that at such a young age you were able to find your bearings to really identify how you can survive. And I think a lot of young people at that age, they just give up. And all they do is that they blame Mr. A or Mr. B. Is either my mom, my uncle, my dad, instead of taking the mantle and trying to find solutions to the problems they have. I think you're a special person, or you are just you still want to think you are ordinary.
Well, I'm an ordinary person who has taken extraordinary things and built it to that extraordinary level.
Wow.
I'm not, special. I'm just an ordinary person. But I mean, I fight my way through, to build extraordinary stuff that make me extraordinary. But in reality speaking, I'm a very ordinary human being, just like any other person out there. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So yeah, take me up from after buying the bicycle and finishing junior high school. What was at stake for you from there?
Great. I mean, the challenge is continuous. After junior high school, as I said earlier on, I couldn't got placement in the sense that I got to school, but the quantum of the money to pay to go to school was a bit of a challenge. Although I was doing my bets and so on, my mom was not around because she had actually separated with my dad and she was somewhere else and so on. So I actually migrated from the north to Accra. And when I got to Accra, I tried again, to get myself into school. And I was told my certificate is a bit older because it was getting to almost 2 years after completion of school. So I need to rewrite again. So I went and enrolled at Agri Memorial School, just around Kanda, at Form 2. Instead of starting from Form 1, I went into Form 2. And so I spent 2 years, and at that time too, because I was just new here, um, the challenges were there as usual. So what I did was I went and applied for a private security job. I was just 22, 23 years old. I went to a security company called West Coast Allied Services Limited. In fact, they are not more in the country, in Ghana at the moment. I went and applied for a security job, and I was granted the job. So I told them I wanted to be in the night shift, and they asked me what was the reason. I told them, well, the reason being that during daytime I have some little commitment, with my father, and I would like to kind of, be part of his business that he was doing. It was just an excuse to be in the night shift so that I can get the chance to go to school in the morning. So normally I'll go to work in the evening, 6 o'clock, and close 6 a.m. in the morning, and then go to school at Agri Memorial for 2 years until such a time that I completed junior high school, and I was placed at Aquana Senior High Secondary School. Because over there too, I got distinction. I got a grade 10, and I was able to, enroll into the science class in Aquana Senior High School, and that was what happened. So from there, I went to, like I said, Tamale Polytechnic, to read agric engineering and so on, and then finally came back to Accra and continued the hustle.
Wow, wow, wow. So a lot of young people, right?
Yeah.
Especially from Africa. Some of the things that probably we are always waiting on others to really feed us. We are waiting for others to give us opportunity. We don't go for the opportunity, we wait for opportunities. But I could see that you always go for it. You don't have no helper. You don't know anybody. You don't have anyone that can hold your hand to get a job or whatever, but you rather go and fight for it. What are you going to tell those people?
Well, what I'm going to tell them is in life, if you don't move, you don't leave a footprint. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to leave a footprint in life, you have to move. When you move, certainly you will leave a footprint. And whatever you did not work for, you shouldn't expect it. Whatever you want in life, you need to work for it. If something fell in your hand on a silver platter, or there's a windfall, and some huge something fell in your hand, trust me, without the initial struggle, you may lose it. So what I can tell them is they should not wait for anybody. Because in life, I keep telling people that God don't give you what you deserve. God will always give you what you have negotiated for.
Wow.
What have you negotiated for? By putting in the effort every single day, no matter what you're doing. All right? Every single week, no matter what you're doing, you put in the effort. Every single month, you put in the effort. Definitely, the first step is always the challenge. But when you make that bold decision and develop that habit of not giving up until you see your way clearly, definitely everybody will stand on their feet. So what I'm going to tell them is nobody can give you what you want except yourself. So no matter what the situation, stand to the test of time, stand for the challenge and face it squarely. And trust me, you would surmount it and become victorious. That's what I can say for now.
Rini O says very inspirational. Rini O all the way from Canada saying very inspirational. Now, so now you are in Accra.
Absolutely, I live in Accra, but as you know, I move around a lot.
Yes,
my business around the world.
So what I'm trying to say is that now you are in Accra. You have completed your HND at Tamale Polytechnic.
Absolutely, Tamale Polytechnic a long time ago.
Now tell me the journey in Accra. How did it start?
Yeah, so when I came back to Accra from after school in the north, as usual, because in African setting or any other setting, when there's no support from the foundation level, you just have to continue struggling until you stand on your feet. So after my HND, I came to Accra. As usual, the struggle continues. So I landed a little job at Golden Tulip Hotel. But then my cousin was the cost controller over there, and he told me there's a vacant position in his office. I didn't read accounting. I did physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. And he said, well, I can come and be supporting. You give me guidance. So when I went in there, I was told the kitchen, where normally they go out for banqueting and outside catering, etc., they are short of staffs. So I should go in there to support. So they put me there, for outside banqueting, for outside catering. I'm not a caterer anyway, but just to support in terms of arranging tables and then serving people out there, etc., and so on. So that's where I started from, again, when I came back. And it was tough because there's no working time. Anytime at all, they can call you and you work till you drop. So I thought it wise to look for something else. So I resigned from that job and was actually looking for something else to do. So the turning point in my life is one time I was just around busy internet in Accra on the Ring Road. And one of my good friends met me and told me that he has seen an opportunity in the space of the network marketing industry that is changing the lives of millions of people around the world. And if I'm interested, I should follow him up on Saturday for a presentation. So I asked him where. He told me busy internet at that time. It was a very busy place. So I followed him there on Saturday. It was in the evening, around 4 p.m. So I sat through the introductory presentation for the company that I am with right now. And after the whole show, I was really convinced that this is something I am looking for and I can do. Because I was told that what they were doing was not a job. And realistically, I was not looking for a job. I was told that this is an opportunity. And I read a book written by Jim Rohn, who says that mostly a job makes you a living. In other words, you can get food to eat. But when you have an opportunity, it gives you a fortune. So that actually resonates in my head. And I was like, fortune. So they said it's not a job, it's an opportunity. And the opportunity gives you a fortune. So I said, well, I'm in. And I didn't quite understand the concept of the network marketing industry, but as a good student of success, I went for the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week, up to the 6th week. Every Saturday it was ongoing. And it was a free of charge.
So I will come back to that, right? But you made a statement that I really want you to really explain a little bit. And I think this statement is very deep. That you said you were not looking for a job, but you were looking for opportunity.
Opportunity, yeah.
Now, this is the situation where in Africa and Ghana, wherever you find yourself, young graduates, they finish school and they're always looking for job that, in quote, they are not even existing. Now, is it because they don't really understand the dynamics of looking for a job and the dynamics of looking for opportunity? Can you explain to them?
Well, I think the school system over here mold our brains to be more or less like job hunters rather than job creators. Why? Because whilst you are in school, the very first question normally they ask you is, what do you want to become in future? And then this one will say, I want to be a banker, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a soldier, I want to be this, I want to be that. So from that beginning, from that level, you realize that our brains are molded into becoming job seekers rather than job creators. And then the second thing is there's a bit of a challenging kind of life situation where you see your colleague working with a corporate organization. He's always in suit and tie, probably had a loan to buy a car, and you're thinking, hey, this gentleman, I was with him, he completed school together, and he's working with, corporate whatever. And look at his lifestyle, and look at me. I think I better follow his footsteps and so on. Because I met a lot of my friends, and when you ask them, hey, where are you? Oh, they mention some big names and so on. So that also actually mold our minds into thinking that the only way you can survive is to work for a corporate organization or a big company. That is how you can survive. But forgetting that the most difficult aspect of entrepreneurship is the first step. That's the most difficult aspect. When you go past the first step, the rest of it will be history. And you may probably come back and employ those of your friends who probably were ahead of you because they had a big engine that they were working with. When I say big engine, a corporate team a company that has already been established and doing well and so on, and they just plugged in. They didn't start from the scratch. They didn't let the dynamics. They didn't know how it got started. They just plugged into a bigger machine that is already rolling on. So basically, the school system, number one, because of how our teachers portray us and how they want us, or our parents themselves, I want you to be this, I want you to work here, I want you to work there. I think students and everybody must be allowed to harness their potentials. If the potential is in art, drawing, etc., let's allow them. If the potential is in football, let's allow them. If the potential is in, selling on the street, please, let's allow them, and so on. If the potential is in basketball, let's allow them. For the fact that you're an accountant or you are a doctor doesn't mean that your son must be a doctor. For the fact that you've been president or you've been a minister, your son must be a minister. Your son can be a mechanic. Your son can be a carpenter. Your son can be an artist, and so on and so forth. So that is my response to your beautiful question.
Because you made a profound statement that really kept me cracking. Because you see, when you start that journey of maybe entrepreneurship or pursuing your own vision, you see, it takes time. And by the time you start even finding your feet, your mates have already bought land, they have already got loans, they have bought cars, and you don't even know what you're expecting the next day, but they know what they're expecting in a month, in 30 days. And if you are not careful, you will give up and go and join them, because the entrepreneurship journey can take a long time. And I agree with you 100%. It's quite interesting, but what people don't understand is that when you take off and you start running, you come and overtake all of them over time.
Absolutely, and employ them.
Employ them, isn't it?
Sure.
Wow. So let's move on from here, right? Now
Right.
you started going to the seminars of the network marketing company that is Forever Living Products, and so what happened from there?
Well, when I started going there, my motivation, kept increasing. And one profound statement that actually got me going and not looking back was a statement which was said by the chief executive of the company. At that time, there was a video that was being run almost all the time before the presentation starts. It was a video about the 2020, I think 25th anniversary of the company. And the chief executive of the company at that time said something profound. Actually, that really got me going. At the tail end of the video, he said, surround yourself with the greatest and the finest people you can find and build yourself a company of gianthood forever. Surround yourself, okay, with great and committed people you can find and build yourself a company of giants. That was my motivating factor. Okay, build yourself a company of giants. So that actually killed everything. And I said, I'm in. If the owner of the company is saying I should surround myself with the greatest and the finest people I can find to build myself, not to build for him, to build myself a company of giants, then I'm in. Because I wasn't looking for, something like end of the month, give me and let me go home, etc., exchanging time for money. No. All right. So that was it. And then when I was ready, I was told that because it's a business, I need to start with initial capital. And I didn't have that capital because I wasn't working. So I went home, and almost all the time I kept, thinking what to do to be able to get the initial capital to invest into this business. And a lot of, ideas came in. One of the major ideas was to sell my television at that time. I had a little television and a ghetto blaster, a young boy. What am I going to do with this? I think it's rather bringing me back. Let me sell it. Other thing is to go and borrow the money. So I wrote the names of about 50 people that I know who are much ahead of me in life, to go to them. And, at that time, I was just looking for 300 cities at that time, you know, to start with. So I wrote the list of so many other people, apart from the fact that I was thinking of selling my television or my ghetto blaster. I went out there to look for, people to help me, to borrow me, and so on. And almost everyone turned me down. Then I went to my elder brother and I told him about the concept. And he said I should be very careful because now there are a lot of scams and criminals out there. And what have I done that is so special? That all the things I have listed, the company benefits and so on, what did I do? What is so special about me that I'll get all these things from the company? And I said, that is what I heard from them. And he said, no, he's not convinced. So I left and went away. And then, I think a month later, I went back again and said, I want to sell newspapers. All right, graphic, newspaper. All right, I want to go to graphic, get newspaper, come to Labone Junction. I even had the table, everything, and so on to start selling newspapers. And they said, okay, fine. How much do you want? And I said, okay, this exact amount of money. So he gave me the check, and I went in to, start the business in anticipation of paying back. So when I got there again to start with, I was told the company was not officially open in Ghana. As such, if I need to start, I have to go to Lagos, Nigeria, to buy the product and come back to Ghana. Another bottleneck, So I said, okay, no problem. Why not? Where in Lagos? And they said, oh, Ikeja, etc. So myself and my upline at that time went to Lagos. We passed through the Aflao to the Togo side, to Benin side, and then to the Nigerian side, all the way to Lagos, and got the package of product and came back to Ghana. And when I came back to Ghana, I started on the streets because it's word of mouth advertisement kind of business, talking to people about the opportunity and talking to people about the benefit of these products. So, that is where, everything started. So, I went from Accra to Kumasi. And when I arrived in Kumasi, in fact, I did an ad in the newspaper. But that time, Mirror, they had this weekend, what do you call it, newspaper called Mirror. I don't know if they're still there, if they are still there. So I would do classified advertisement, and I've been getting calls all over the country. And majority of the calls were coming from Kumasi. So one time I decided to go to Kumasi because I had the numbers. So when I arrived in Kumasi, I went to what do you call it? The Kumasi, what do you call it? Edum area there, around the post office. You know, there are so many big, big trees over there. So I sat there and went through the list and started calling the people. You know, oh, my name is so and so and so. You called and on XZY number of adverts, and we are here, wanted to meet with you and so on. So within a couple of minutes, I had a lot of people around.
Wow.
You know, and what to do with them is to explain to them my business opportunity.
Wow.
So I didn't know where to sit with them. So I went to, there were guys selling envelopes, you know, it's right in front of the post office and all kinds of postal materials and so on. So I went and pleaded with them that, hey, I'm having a little conversation with these guys over here, and I needed your benches. And they said, oh, but we are selling. I said, please just give me some few minutes. I'll bring them back. So I packed all those benches, and then we went and then arranged for those guys to sit on. And then I had a little piece of paper which explains the marketing plan, and another booklet which explained the product benefit. So I held it in front of me like this, and I was explaining. And
Wow.
one of the guys, by name Joseph Anani, at that time, told me after my presentation that, young man, are you sure of what you're saying? I said, yes, I'm sure. So he was looking at my shoe because my shoe was half gone. It was gone like halfway. And I said, oh yeah, it is true. And he said, but you said you're going to get car, you're going to get house, you're going to get this. Where is yours? And I said, realistically, I have just started this business. I've not gotten any of those things, but I have the conviction and the belief that it will materialize because I saw people in videos and so on around the world who have achieved all these things, and it will surely materialize. So they said, oh, okay. So that was where, you know, I started meeting people.
You started from, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So let me bring you back a little bit. And you going to register for the business, and you realize that you need to go to Nigeria. I can bet you a lot of people at that point will have said, I'm keeping my money, I'm not doing this business anymore, or I'm going to wait for them to come to Ghana before I start the business. What really motivated you to really go to Nigeria, thinking that everything will be well?
Well, what actually motivated me, like I told you before, was the statement of the chief executive of the company, which is Rexmond, and the burning desire in me, you know, to succeed in life. Because when I look behind me, I don't have any solid background or any support or anybody in a very, you know, solid position that can give me the push. So I said to myself, well, this is it. I mean, what again? So let me just give it my 120% effort. And that was my motivating factor, you know. So, I mean, even before going to Kumasi, anytime somebody gives you money, they are interested in the product, you have to quickly go to Nigeria. And that was what I used to do. You know, anytime somebody gives you money, they are interested, they want to join the business, I have to go to Nigeria immediately. Sometimes in the evening, I'll leave, I get to Aflao border, the border is closed because by that time, 6 o'clock, the border will be closed. And I'll be by the beach or by just at the border, just loitering around till the next day. And I'll cross into Togo and then pick another car all the way to Nigeria and then return back sometimes the next day, sometimes, you know, the same day, depending on the time that I arrived in Lagos and so on, you know. And as you're doing this, definitely there's some kind of remuneration, monies comes out and so on, in the form of checks and bonuses. So when bonuses come out like this, normally, those who earn those bonuses, I will ask them to photocopy all their checks, keep the photocopy, and give me the original copy and write an authority note so that I can go to Nigeria to the office to present their authority notes and, you know, their checks. And then the manager at that time will write the bulk money for me to bring it back to Ghana. And then according to the checks that they are having, share it to them and so on. I just use myself as a sacrificial lamb because sometimes people don't see, they don't have ears to hear. So it is you, the leader, who have to show the way, to give them motivation and give them the courage that it is possible. So that was what I used to do. At a point in time, I had some issues at Semi-Border when the money was seized because I was told I was laundering, etc. Exactly. So that was what happened. So, and then Kumasi started growing because I was doing the program under the tree, and then you know, it became a challenge that I have to move under the tree. So I went to Ramsia Presby Church. It's right at Edum there. To plead with the pastor that, hey, I have this business doing, and then I needed a space. So they gave me a little place that I was doing presentations in the evening. So one time I was told the Women Fellowship has some programs in the evening. For that matter, I cannot use that place for my presentations or my trainings and so on. So I moved to Amakom Runabout. There's a school there, an SDA church. And then I went and pleaded with the headmaster over there. And he said, why not? You can be using it after school in the evening. So I moved my people there. So whilst we were there, I mean, it was getting time for, BECE. So I was told that there'll be evening classes after school. So I cannot use the place again in the evening. So I shifted to Central Edum again. There's a place called President College. It was also a remedial school. I did that place a couple of times, and then it couldn't, go on again because more pressures were coming on the facility. So I moved to Asida House, just next to that place. And Asida House was much expensive because normally I have to go to Kumasi, sell products on the street, and make sure that I pay for these venues. So from Asida House, I moved to Senate Conference Hall, with a colleague of mine actually, who actually joined me in the business, so we're together. So we moved to Senate Conference Hall, and we started holding the programs, inviting people on the street. And the evening we'll go and sit at STC yard because we didn't have money to sleep in the hotel. We'll go to State Transport Corporation. It was very busy. It was, running 24 hours. So we just hang around as if we're traveling to Accra till the next day. And then we'll go into the bathroom, take our showers, and go back on the street again, just to invite people towards the program at the Senate Conference Hall. And, that's what happened. So a year later, actually, I started making money. I bought Opel Astra. Yeah, I bought a Opel Astra. It has a big boot. So normally I'll rush to, but then the company had already opened in Ghana. So I'll rush to Accra, buy products, rush back to Kumasi and distribute and so on and so forth. And finally, in 2009, 2010, that way, the company decided to officially open an office in Kumasi, and then all the products were there. And today we have a lot of success stories from there. And that has actually, give me the happiness knowing that at least you have touched somebody else's life directly or indirectly, So that's
it's quite interesting. Like if I look at the scenario where you say when you finish presentation, you go to the STC yard as if you are traveling back to Accra and sleep over. In the morning, you will just wash, bath and everything, and go back to and sell on the street.
Yeah.
This is very inspiring, and I think this is what a lot of young people are missing. It's a missing ingredient in the young people of today. What do you think? Because they want everything to be on a silver platter, isn't it?
Sure. And like I told you earlier on, whatever you did not work for, don't expect it. Except maybe you grew up and met your parents build up something for you. But if something like that has not happened, then you have to take the bull by the horn and realize that everything is within reach. No matter what the situation, no matter where you're coming from, everything is possible. If somebody has been able to do something before, any other person can do it. The only limitation is self-imposed limitation. One of the major self-imposed limitation is excuses and blaming other people and procrastinating, and so on. But if we eschew all these things and just, look forward and don't look back, don't look left, just look forward and believe in what you're doing, I think we'll go places. And that is my driving force,
So let's look at this way, right? From your childhood, right?
Yeah.
Manning a public toilet, starting a poultry business, right? And having about 150 to 200 beds, getting money to buy a bicycle, to really look after yourself in JHS and renting the bicycle. Now moving from there Coming back to Accra, your certificate was like too overdue. You have to go and repeat 2 years, finish, go back to secondary school, struggle throughout, then taking a security job in the night and going to school in the morning, going back to Polytechnic, struggling over there to finish school, coming back to Accra, starting working in a hotel. It's so, your life has been one challenge after the other. But there is one thing about you, that you always find solutions to your problems.
Absolutely.
Now, somebody will say, this is now history. Now, tell me the new Hamza Alhassan that you are, that somebody will say, upon all these, this is where you stand now.
Well, in fact, I've actually cut the long story short, you know, in the sense that photography, when I was in secondary school, I was a photographer, actually. I used to take photography and so on and so forth. And even at the Polytechnic, I used to lend money to colleagues and take interest, just a little bit of interest on it. You just, if you want, you know, 20 cedis, 30 cedis, I'll give it out to you, and then I top it up with something small and so many other things. So now the new Hamza is just somebody from that humble beginning who has actually believed in the dreams and focus, and today is a different thing altogether, in the sense that I have achieved a lot, and not me alone. In fact, what my joy is seeing other people, all right, who have not toiled the way I have toiled, in terms of the stories that I've given you. And just maybe after school, you know, they get this opportunity, they hold it by their 2 hands, run with it, and then today they are very successful. They're earning a lot of money, they're building homes, they bought cars, they got married, and so on and so on. That's my joy. All right. Apart from that, the new Hamza is not a rich man, it's not a poor man. I'm not where I want to get to in life, and I'm not where I used to be. I'm on my way going. By the grace of God, you know, I've traveled around the world. There's no continent I've not been to except Australia. All right? Anywhere, you name it, I've been there. I've been to America 11 times. I've been to Germany. I've been to Austria. I've been to Hungary. I've been to, you know, Canada. I've been to, you know, Hong Kong. I've been to Singapore, and so many other countries within Africa, East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, you know, and all these things are as a result of, you know, moving around, planting and pointing, building this business, and also supporting other countries that have heard my story and they want me to come and tell my story to their people, you know, and so on. So, I have a house that I lived in, you know, I have a car that I'm driving, and, you know, a couple of some other things, you know, which hitherto I didn't have, and so on. And like I said, my joy is seeing other people, you know, who are much successful, and also helping other people in that manner. Yeah.
Wow.
You know? So, you know.
Wow. Wow. And you see, one of the things that you see, I was in Ghana around 2008.
Yeah.
And somebody invited me to a presentation at the SMEs complex, office complex.
Conference hall, yeah.
Yeah, conference hall. So basically, you were the initiator of that, you know.
Absolutely.
And I always tell people that Oscar Bimpong is who he is today just because he had an opportunity to join a network marketing company. Because in a network marketing company, one of the things that you will take away, even if you are not even successful in a company, is personal development. And
absolutely,
network marketing is what really brought me out for me to harness my talent. And trust me, the first moment I stood in front of people to do a motivational talk was at Golden Tulip Kumasi, where there was a Forever Living Products presentation. And at the end, they said, look, Oscar, this time we want you to do the presentation. And when I finished, the feedback that I got since 2008, I have never looked back again.
Wow, wow.
And that is what has really, because, and it was like that segment, they even left it for me that every Sunday I was the one doing the motivational talk at the end of the whole presentation. And that one harnessed my skills and it gave me the confidence for me to be where I am now. So I always tell young people that, look, if you are young, you have got nothing to lose. Enter into network marketing because you will learn a lot apart from succeeding with the company. And I think you've done a very, very good job. And I think there is more to come. I've got so much comments here. CK Mohammed says, job well done. Isaac Kwabnadonko says, that's the maestro. Nojo Francis says, great story. I have been a beneficiary of this great story. Then I have got Nindawa Thorunka saying, bravo to you all. This program is really inspirational. Then I have got your boss, that is your director of Forever Living Products, also commenting on the watch party, saying that watching you guys from Accra. That is Mr. Michael Waffle. Yes, Mr. Michael Waffle is watching you live.
Yes, very instrumental.
Yes. He's all of us, our boss. You know, yesterday I sent him the flyer and everything on WhatsApp, and he said, I've already seen it on Facebook.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
great.
yes. I want to say that if you are watching us for the first time, we would like you to like our page or follow T2i TV UK every Tuesday, Thursdays, and on Saturdays. We are here with powerful stories like this and topical issues that will help you to shape your vision. It doesn't matter what you are doing. This story can encourage you. Hamza's story cuts across, whether you are in career, whether you're in business. I don't know what you are doing that this story will not inspire you. We want you to share also this program to other platforms so that somebody can benefit from this story. Now, Mr. Hamza.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's been a very fascinating journey for you. What does the future hold for your business and network marketing in general?
The future is actually brighter than we thought. In the sense that a lot of companies have gone down, as you are aware, because of the new norm and what is going on around the world. And every single month, we keep going up and up and up and up in terms of our volumes, in terms of our sales, in terms of new prospects joining our business and so on. And I've not heard of any network company or any company operating in our industry folding up. In spite of all these challenges that we are facing today, major and mega companies are downsizing and closing down. I've not heard of any network marketing company that has downsized or either closed down, etc. That tells me that the future is actually brighter because in the midst of challenges like this, most companies are really shaking. But this is a time that we have picked up and even doing more than we were doing before. So it's a clear, what do you call it, example, that the future is really bright. If with what we're going through right now, big companies like Kenya Airways and you name them, they are there out there. Most of them are either downsizing or merging up with other companies, etc. We are still doing much better than even before. It tells me that the future is really clear and the future is brighter, and we just need to learn new skills, or innovations to add up to what we're doing, to propel our business forward. Yeah.
Now, there is something I want to clarify before you go. A lot of people say network marketing is a myth. Network marketing doesn't work. Network marketing is a pyramid. Some say it's a scam. What are you going to tell those people?
Well, what I'm going to tell those people is, in every aspect of life or in every industry, we have what we call market leaders. All right. And these market leaders are normally what other competitors are modeling, or better still, copying to do what they're doing. Now, network marketing as a company or as a business is a free enterprise. If you look at the corporate structure, you can't go to a company and have 2 managing directors, 3 managing directors, 4 managing directors sitting at the top there.
No.
It is always one.
Mm.
But if you look at the industry that we operate, the seats are many. As I'm talking to you, with all the challenges I told you about, there are people that came in probably 10 or 11 years after me, and they earn money more than me.
Wow.
So is that a pyramid?
No.
If it's a pyramid, then I should be the one earning more than them.
Mm.
And the beautiful thing is, I can come and overtake again. I've been the top distributor from 2009 up to 2017. That's almost 9 years. But today, I'm not the top distributor in Ghana. Somebody has taken over as the top distributor in the country. The possibility of me coming back to take over again is there. So if it is a pyramid scheme, it means one single person should always sit at the top there and nobody else should get there. If it's a pyramid scheme, those who join the business earlier should be the ones making the money and no any other person. But there are guys who have joined just 5 years down the line and they are making money than those who have joined even 10 years ago. So that is it. I would just encourage people that, hey, there are pyramid scheme, fine, but a pyramid scheme is a company that tells you to bring money and then bring other people and get paid without product being moving out to the end consumer. If there's no product, there's no service, definitely then I can say it's a pyramid scheme. But if there's a product where you can buy the product and sell to somebody, other person does the same thing in that order to the end consumer, and everybody get paid, that can be a pyramid scheme. But in a situation whereby you are asked, oh, just bring people, no product, no services, anything, just bring people, they sign on, they pay this X amount of money, then out of that amount of money, we'll pay you this amount of money in that order. Certainly, that is a pyramid scheme.
Wow.
But the real network marketing companies have a product that they sell. And everybody must make sure they sell the product, because without product sales, you can't make money.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I have to demystify that kind of myth and encourage people rather to do their due diligence and research further, to come out with their own, results, and then make an informed decision rather than just to look at something or look. There's a saying that you can't judge a book by the cover. You need to read the book. You know what I mean? So sometimes sitting behind the fence is easy to criticize, but getting into the system and learning the system like I did and working the system makes it much, much better and easier for any other person, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, it is not perfect, but it is better.
Wow.
Right? That is what I can say. It is not perfect, but it is better, because it is making millionaires than any other industry that I know. From very humble beginning, the farmer's wife can become a 6-figure income earner. The president's wife can become a 6-figure income earner. The market woman can become 6-figure income earner. The minister's wife can become a 6-figure income earner. Now, which industry can you find such a thing, where the minister's wife or the minister himself, can earn money just like the farmer or the market woman with a table and so on and so? Which industry? We always have classes with this kind of industry. Seniority and all those kind of things play. But in network marketing, there's nothing like seniority. It's all about your effort. When you put in the effort, you get what you are putting. If you don't put in the effort, forget about it.
Wow. Wow.
So from the beginning, certainly you put in the effort. But along the line, you'll be on the cruise control in the sense that
Wow. That's very powerful. And but before we go, if somebody wants to join your team, if somebody wants to contact you, is there anything you can tell them? Because this is going to be staying online for till thy kingdom come.
Wow. If I had known this, I would have shared my link with you, but I think maybe later.
Don't worry, you can share it later, but just tell them maybe a telephone number if they want to.
I can share later. That's great. All right. So for now, if somebody is really interested and they want to contact us, maybe I can just mention the telephone numbers, and they can write it down, or an email address, but email will be too long, etc. So I'll just leave the telephone number, but later on we'll leave the link. Whoever is interested can click on the link. It will take you to the back office where you can just, ask your questions and do whatever you want to do, and then we'll get back to you. So the numbers is, if you are outside Ghana, of course, +233, 244 411 398. I repeat, +233 244 411 398, and that is a WhatsApp line, right? If you want to contact us on the direct line, then you can dial +233 55 150 1793. I repeat, +233 55 17. No, sorry, +233 15, yes, 1793. All right, and that one we can get us through the line, but the first one.
All right.
Can get us
okay. Time is already fast spent, and 1 hour is already clocked, and that is how this program is so much interesting that sometimes the time moves like the speed of light. And I want to encourage anyone that is watching us today, probably for the first time, and you haven't liked our page, please go to T2i TV UK page and like this page. Also go to YouTube, T2i TV UK, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. On the YouTube, there is a small bell by the side. Click on the bell so that you get alert whenever we go live or we upload any video. I want to encourage you that share this video with friends and family. Somebody might watch this interview and their life will turn around. And also, I want to say that there is too much entertainment, politics, and sports dominating in Africa. There are not a lot of educational programs like this that are designed to inspire the young people or anybody that cares to learn. Now, we want to grow this platform. For us to grow this platform, we will need your support. We can't do it alone. Meaning that what you can do, you're talking of support, is to share this video. You're talking of support is to like this page. You're talking of support is to send this to somebody, because we want to grow a hub for the young people of Africa. Coming Saturday, I'm interviewing somebody from Sierra Leone based in the UK, and we are going to talk about the mindset of a single parent, because this is something that is affecting Black communities in diaspora and even in Africa. In Africa now, people, they do big wedding today, 3 days time, they divorce. This is affecting our community. And this is the kind of platform we want to build. Now, when it comes to celebrities beefing, before you realize their numbers in terms of their page skyrockets. But when it comes to education, we find it difficult for it to skyrocket. Why? Because the mindset needs to change. And this is the program we have brought for us to change the mindset, that we believe that your knowledge is power. You cannot succeed without knowledge. You cannot succeed without in-depth understanding of what you are doing. You cannot succeed by not listening to people like Hamza, because they've been there, they've passed through the route, and they understand what it takes to get there. Let us build a powerful platform for Africa, not only for Ghana. Next Saturday, I'm interviewing somebody from Sierra Leone again. I'm interviewing somebody the following week from Gambia. We are building a solid platform for Africa. And we want all of you to support by your token of what? Helping us to share this to the world. Before we go, I want to mention our sponsors. This program is sponsored by T2i Consultancy, your business training and consulting firm. That is for your business startup, business development, and helping your business to strategically position itself in the marketplace. ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS say that if you are stranded at the airport, call them and they will sort you out. ZPay Ghana Limited said your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana will for sure your car leasing for every credit. Will for sure says it doesn't matter your credit. You can still get the car of your choice. Contact them. And when you contact them, don't forget to quote T2i 2020. T2i 2020. If you don't say the code, it will be a bit difficult for them to sort you out. That will show that you are getting this advert from T2i TV UK. Mr. Hamza, it's been wonderful having you. Your last word to everyone that is watching you.
Okay, thank you. My last words to our audience out there is to encourage them. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, it is still possible. Just open up your mind a little bit, because when the cup is full, you can pour more. And the human brain works like a parachute. It only works when you open it. So challenges are out there, yes. But when you open our minds to the challenges, it is possible that we can surmount the challenges and become victorious and do exactly what we were mandated to come into this world to do. So I will encourage everybody, to look at my story and motivate themselves and know that it is not over yet. It is still possible and anything can happen. And also continue to watch your program and share and also like, so that the whole of Africa at large will hear of Oscar Bimpong and will be able to lift our continent up to the level of the Europeans and the Americans, etc. So thank you so much. And I'm so grateful, and I'll be very happy to come back again another time to share more of my stories and my experiences in the industry of network marketing with Forever Living Products.
Thank you very much for your time. I would say that I've given you the key to always open the door to come on this show anytime you are ready. And thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time. And I want you to continue to do what you are doing. You are changing lives. You are bringing business to people that is changing their lives. And I think that what else can you ask God for? There is a lot that you have done in the lives of people. And I want you to continue to push that vision. I think there is more that you can do. And I think people say the sky is the limit, but I always say the sky is the stepping stone, because beyond the skies, you can explore the clouds. And we want you to continue to push this agenda of really helping people to achieve their goals in life. It'd be wonderful having you, and I hope to see you very soon on this show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And for all those that wasted their precious time to watch us, we say God richly bless you. On Saturday, 7 p.m. GMT, that is 7 p.m. Ghana and most African time, 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. USA and Eastern time, we are going to be here for a powerful discussion with Fatima Kamara from Sierra Leone, based in the UK. She is going to talk about the mindset of a single parent, a woman that has changed the status quo by being able to really transition. There's a lot. I don't even want to open up to it, but just stay tuned and join us. If today is your first time, we want you to come again and come again every time. God richly bless you and stay blessed. See you on Saturday.
I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think. Believe, yes, I believe. You say, I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think.
I